You ever plan your entire future at 2 a.m., feel like a billionaire in your head, then wake up and can't even plan breakfast? Yeah, that's the brain of someone who dreams big but moves like it's on airplane mode. And if you relate to even 1, 2, 3 of these mindsets, you're not lazy, you're just wired differently. Let's talk about it. First mindset, you live in the future, constantly. Your default mode network is basically a Netflix series called What If My Life Was Amazing? Neuroscience shows this part of the brain activates when we imagine long-term goals. It's powerful, but it also makes real-life effort feel boring. So while your brain is designing empires, your body is still trying to find the remote. That gap between vision and action, that's not failure, that's cognitive contrast. Second mindset, you overthink starting. Psychologists call this metacognition. Your brain doesn't just think, it thinks about how it thinks. So before you begin, you've already simulated 10 outcomes, calculated risk, and questioned your entire personality. Meanwhile, everyone else just started and made mistakes. That's the curse of high awareness. The smarter the brain, the heavier the start button feels. Third mindset, you want progress to feel meaningful, not repetitive. That's cognitive load. Intelligent brains burn more mental energy on simple tasks. So if something doesn't stimulate you, your brain quietly shuts the lights off and goes, yeah, we're not doing this. That's why you can work non-stop on something exciting, but procrastinate on something basic. It's not discipline, it's neural preference. Fourth mindset, you perfectionism disguised as preparation. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready. But what you really mean is, I'm scared of wasting effort. That's loss aversion. The brain hates spending energy on anything that might not work, so you delay. Not because you don't care, because you care too much. That's ambition wearing a hoodie and pretending it's relaxed. Fifth mindset, you learn instead of execute. You'll watch 5 videos on productivity before doing one productive thing. That's encoding specificity. The brain feels accomplished when it gathers information, even if it hasn't acted yet. So you feel busy, but your life is still buffering. Knowledge feels like progress until reality asks for results. Sixth mindset, you compare yourself to your potential, not other people. That's where the Dunning-Kruger effect flips. The more you know, the more you realize how far you have to go. So instead of feeling confident, you feel behind. That slows you down, because in your mind, good enough feels like not even close. Seventh mindset, you get random bursts of extreme motivation, then disappear. That's dopamine regulation. Your brain runs on spikes, not consistency. You're either building your life in one night or avoiding emails like they're dangerous. That's not laziness. That's a nervous system that prefers intensity over routine. Eighth mindset, you crave autonomy. You don't move because someone told you to. You move when your brain understands the why. That's internal motivation. Vygotsky's research shows we engage deeper when learning feels self-directed. So until something feels aligned with your identity, you'll sit there thinking about it instead of doing it. Ninth mindset, you struggle with small steps because your brain sees the big picture. That's abstract thinking. You're not built for start tiny, you're built for build systems. But systems take time. So from the outside, you look slow. But in your head, you're designing entire strategies while everyone else is just winging it. And here's the absurd part. These are the same people who, when they finally decide to act, move so fast it scares everyone. Because they weren't doing nothing, they were calculating. Their brain wasn't stuck, it was loading. And when it hits 100%, it goes full genius mode like it just remembered it has a deadline. So, if you're that person who dreams big but feels like progress is painfully slow, you're not broken. Your brain is just built for depth, not speed. The goal isn't to move like everyone else. The goal is to understand how your mind works so you can move in your own way. Because the same brain that delays is the one that eventually does things nobody thought was possible. Which one are you?